Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you're well. We're back in Utopia again, and we're going to be just finishing off this underground viewing area today and then moving on to our next exciting project over there. But first, let me get to some of your feedback. Generally very good, so thank you for that. Super Ghost UK, I do believe it was you that commented on the underwater palm trees in this habitat. And saying that you didn't really like them, and I completely get where you're coming from. It's a weird idea, but I'm going with it because my reasoning for it is that this was all here before the water arrived. That's what I'm going for. Doesn't make a lot of sense because I know we've got like a river that runs through it, but I'm kind of going with they've diverted the river to flood this area, so the palm trees are still there, having been grown before the water was there. That's what I'm going with. I'm sticking with it. Hopefully that satisfies you. If it doesn't, I apologise, but yeah, I like them. I just think they're just a bit quirky, and I've done the same over here, haven't I, with the little underwater palms. I just think it kind of looks nice and creates a nice looking environment, so I'm sticking with it. Anyway, let's crack on with what we're doing today. So there's not much left to finish here, and then we're going to move on to our aviary, which I'm very excited about. One thing that I am interested in just doing here is I just want to try and see if I can maneuver this. Whoa, what just happened there? That was weird. I just want to know if I can maneuver this to try and kind of match it up a bit more to the one on the other side, because it just looks a little bit uneven. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. That looks better, doesn't it? So they're basically symmetrical, not perfect, but it's as close as I'm going to get, I think. Great. Okay. So what was I going to do here? I was going to put some lighting in here, which I'm going to grab from here, because I like these lights, and I'm going to put them in here. Tell you what, let's just plop it there for a second, and let's edit this. How long is this? That is one bit of rope. Okay, let's just come in here. I'm going to find a shorter bit of rope. I think that's probably a 4-meter one, and I want it to be maybe a 2-meter. I still don't know why it comes up with such. Oh, it's European, isn't it? Of course it is, yeah. Yeah, very annoying that. Alright, here we go, 2 meters. That's more like it. Right, let's get rid of that. And then let's bring that one down. Okay, let's see what I can do with this. So I guess I probably want it. And of course it was never going to be that simple, was it? Let's try and kind of line it up to the middle of here, and then sink it down. Okay, how does that look inside? I think that's going to look really nice. Oh, and of course it's not going to go nice and easy for me, is it? No, that would be way too simple, wouldn't it? Okay, let's get this in position. I'm going to have to just bring it up just so I can see where it is. Fine, and then let's come over here. And let's bring it into there. Is there one more? Yes, there is. Lovely stuff. And then I'm hoping I can duplicate these over to the other side. Let's have a look. Well, these three all just need to move down a tiny bit. Where are they? There they are. Yeah, just so they're just underground. Now, if I just combine all 4 of them, yeah, there we go. I can just copy them straight over here. Like so. Right, let's just quickly set it to night and see what that does. Mood lighting. There we go. That's what it does. You get the moon. Whoops. You get the moonlight still coming through, but yeah, it just lights up the area gently, doesn't it? Because you wouldn't want it to be too bright for the animals. Luckily, from under the water, they don't get the full effect. Excellent. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Cool. So that's your lighting sorted. I don't know what I want to do at the end here. I may just leave it. I quite like it looking quite just modern and bare. I don't really feel the need to put anything too fancy over here. I think I'll put a couple of bins down. I think that kind of makes sense. But other than that, I quite like it just being a nice big open area under here. Excellent, okay. And what did we do up here? Is this... Yeah, that looks fine. Good. So that's basically that area finished now. Let's zoom out and have a look. Nice. I like it. I like the penguin habitat. It's a nice contrast. Someone did comment the penguins could get in. Can they get out? Well, you're about to see. Yes, they can. Look at that. It's like these little custom slopes here just made for the penguins. And they can hop out. You see here, they can hop out all over the place. I think it looks really natural, actually, so I'm very happy with how that all turned out. So that's that. So let's move on. So the next challenge was going to be to create a walk-through aviary over here. Now this has got me a bit flummoxed, I'll be honest. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have rocks right along the back side here, I think, of the water. And so the water is the back of the aviary. So all the walkthrough bit will be at the front here. So essentially, the first thing I need to try and do is a frame for the aviaries. Now, is it a log that I want to use? Something like that. Is that paintable? No, but there must be a nice paintable log. Or maybe not log, maybe it's something else. I don't want anything too big like that. I really want it to be more more soft looking, gentle, weaker. That's the word I'm looking for. I think I need a beam. That's what I need, isn't it? Yeah, okay. But is that... Let's just see it. I don't want it square. I want round, but I want it painted. No, I don't want it that thin. Hoo-hoo, no way. Beam, small, no. Okay, hang on. There's got to be a round beam that I can paint that's not ridiculously thin. That is not a thick beam. Maybe I don't need a painted one then. Maybe I will just go for one of these. What have we got here? No. Yeah, there's not a lot, is there? Maybe I do need to use... Because that is so thin. Of course we've got girders. Girders are paintable, although black kind of works for girders. New World Architecture beam. Why has it got an end? Surely there must be a middle bit of this. Is there not a girder? Oh, there is a girder, yes, good. Problem is that's a bit too solid, really. I guess it depends what animals are going in. What bird animals have we got? Oh, sorry, I just knocked my microphone. Let's have a look. I was thinking of the alpacas because I've got some of them. So there'll be some ground animals as well. But really it's about birds. And I don't really think there are many, are there? And in fact, I don't think there are birds that fly anyway. So it's a bit daft having a roof. But just for the challenge of doing a walk through aviary, I do want to do a roof. Right, so we've got ostriches. Now I'm pretty sure you can't actually do a walkthrough with ostriches, but I'm going to anyway. We got ostriches, we got emus. Yeah, there's not a lot. Flamingos, but I've already got them in the park. Oh, we've got the peacocks. That could be fun. What is that? Oh, that's a cool looking goat. I like that. Oh, of course, we've got swans. There we go. Definitely need swans. And swans fly, so that's a good reason to have a roof. Is that it? Ah, the crane, of course. We can have some crane. Ah, and the cassowary as well. Pretty sure they don't fly. I can always have some chicken. They don't fly either. That's not a lot of flying birds, obviously, because that's not something they put in the game yet. Okay, so there's a good number of animals there, but they don't need a girder. They need a beam. Actually, let's try pole. Let's have a look at poles. What have we got here? They're so thin. Okay, so that's thicker. That's good. Ooh, what is that? That's funky, isn't it? I quite like that. I don't know what for. See, this is a good one, but that's not very big, and it needs to be big because I'm trying to create something that's gonna stretch over this whole thing, and it's gonna go all the way down here. Okay, let's go with this. Let's just hang on. I can paint this, so I'm going to do it white. Let's just paint this one as well. So my idea is to create a huge cage. I just don't really know how I'm doing it. I'm going to start by just doing a curve, basically. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, why is it going to do that? Don't do that to me. Come on. Here we go. Because I guess it doesn't need to be too tall. So I probably want to try and bend it quicker than that. But let's just go with this for now. This could all just end in utter disaster, really, couldn't it? But we've got to try. And then basically this will be duplicated sideways many times is what I'm thinking. And then I have gaps to fill in because it's not going to be completely straight. It's going to end up going around a corner. Okay. So this bit then needs to be quite long because this is going to go right from the front of the habitat to the back. So this, yeah, needs to just keep on going. Let's just speed the process up a bit like this. Right. Do you know what? That still probably needs to be longer, like that. And then let's just see if I can flip this around to the end. Oh, I can't actually see what angle I'm at. There we go, that's pretty much matched up. Let's just get that right on the end there. Okay. Right, let's get rid of the angle snap now. So, if this is going front to back, okay, first thing I need to do, I guess, let's bring it right in like that. And then this is where it gets interesting to see if this is going to work. So I probably want a gap, something like that. This might be the sort of thing that I just spent ages building and then get rid of because it doesn't look good. Who knows? Until you try these things, it's hard to know how it's going to go. But I do like the trying. I do love to experiment and try things out. See, so that is already looking quite epic. And somehow it needs to go around a corner here. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. But I think what I need to do is, let's do this. Let's match up the corners. And then I'll have a gap that I need to try and fill in somehow. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting gap to try and fill. But you can kind of see where I'm going with it, I think. Although this is not right yet. That's too far back now. It needs to come much more to the front, I think. Okay, let's just try and line this up a bit better here. That's better. And then I can probably just take it straight like that. Okay. First impressions. It looks a bit mad, doesn't it? Have I got a hole? How the hell have I got a hole? Did I not select something there? I haven't got a hole on the original. Somehow I've not quite selected the whole thing. That's bizarre. Fine. Let's just... Hang on. I need to extend that way. That's very strange. I mean, it's not. I clearly just didn't select them, but I'm not sure how that happened. Never mind. Just fill the gaps in. And I'm guessing I've got to do the same again. Yeah, this end. Here we go. How annoying. I still don't know what I think about this. But I guess only time will tell. It might be one of those things that looks awful to start with and gets better as I develop it. Or it could just be one of those things that looks awful at the start and then continues to look awful. So this is where we've got our challenge. I gotta, oh dear. I've got to try and select one. And see if I can turn it to fill this gap over and over and over again. That's what I'm thinking. Right, is that? Okay, I'm up to there. I should have saved one piece separate, because this is, if I unselect this by mistake, I'm going to kick myself, because it's an annoying process to select all of this stuff. Okay, did I do it? I did. Excellent. Right, first things first, I'm just going to get one of these back there and just save it as a single thing, just in case I accidentally unselect. So essentially what I need to do, I think, here, depends how it turns. Let's have a look. I bet it's gonna pivot right in the middle, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So you get why you get where I'm going with this. I need to line it up there. I really wish you could select the pivot point, because then it'd be really easy. But as it is, I've got to kind of do it like that. No, that's not going to work. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Am I being too simple here? Am I being simple? It's possible, isn't it? I reckon, let's just take this back. Okay, so if I line that up to that, and let's put it to there. No, hang on, I'm going to have to do this separate, aren't I? Sorry, this is a very complicated thing to try and do. What I'm trying to do here, let's see if this works. Okay, so we've got these two. Let's try it out here. Whoops. Do you know what? Let's break them off. Here we go. Yeah, so this is what I needed to do. And this will create that nice pivot point, which then allows me to turn it and create. It's not going to be perfect because it's so hard to get the distance right. But this will then create a nice edge that I can hopefully then just copy and paste over to where I need it. I've got to kind of judge how wide I need this to be. Now obviously small birds could fly through this, but the birds that we're going to have in here, the only ones that will really fly will be the swans or the cranes. So that's why it doesn't need to be really tight mesh. You can just get away with these bigger things, because it's all you're doing is stopping the birds flying through. So as long as this is small enough that their wings can't fit through, then it's going to be fine. Of course, they could probably walk through on the ground, but I'll have that covered with fencing or whatever. Right, where are we? I probably still need a little bit more. I don't want to stop too early, because it'll be a pain to come back and add more. Honestly, if this works, ooh, I'll be so relieved. Okay, let's go with that. I think that looks good. So now I need to just select. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Let's just select the whole thing. Let's combine it all. Then edit. And then take that. Minus a few bits there. Actually, let's just... Oh, let's have a look, shall we? How is this going to go? Right, let's see. Right, you can see what I'm doing here, can't you? You know, I can tidy it up because I can cover up bits and pieces. Okay, so it's a little bit too wide. So I've got to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And maybe just a couple from there. Okay, let's just put it down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this is time consuming, I'm afraid. This sort of thing, it's never going to happen quick. It's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. But I think ultimately it could work really well. So many little pieces, isn't there? Like I say, this end doesn't need to be perfect because I will just hide this with rocks or something anyway. And then I think I was just going to get rid of a couple, wasn't I, from this end? So there's going to be, in my next zoo, let's discuss it, why not? I think so far the only feedback that I've had is, I think it was from Gardening for Health and Wellbeing, who I now know is Stephen. So hi Stephen. I believe you suggested you like the idea of me doing the small zoo. Which is great. I'm more than happy to do that. Oh, that's still connected. Let's just break that off. So yeah, I think the small zoo is probably my favoured next idea. But we'll see. Oh man, that's not quite there now, is it? It's actually, yeah, it's a little bit too high, so I just need to bring it down. And then I think, let's just see if I can just twist it a little bit. Ah, now I'll tell you what it is. See, that looks pretty good there now, doesn't it? On this side. But this one here, I just need one more layer here, don't I? So this should be the last annoying fiddly bit that I need to do. Yeah. Like I say, it's not going to be perfect. I could probably do it better, but let's just try. There we go. Let's just get that one in. And how does that look? That looks terrible at this end, anyway. Okay, so it needs to be just twisted a little bit like that. Let's go with that. And then, yeah, so this end looks a bit dodgy, but I'll hide it in rocks. It'll be fine. Okay, what do we think? I still don't know how I'm going to do the ends either. Oh my god, this just looks bizarre, doesn't it? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with it because I think it might look better once I've done the rest. At the moment, it looks a bit odd, but once I've covered it, once I've done loads of rock work, lots of trees growing through it, all that sort of thing, I think it will look better. I think it's because I've done it so big. I think I should be doing it a lot smaller as a big sort of walk through aviary, but I'm going to persist. And you know what? If you guys don't like it, let me know. And that's life, isn't it? We live and learn. But yeah, so I am going to just leave it there for now, and we'll come back to it. I don't know how I'm going to cover the ends. Probably something similar. It will just be some downwards fencing, I think. But I'll sort that out in the next episode. And obviously, I need an entrance for people to walk through and all that sort of stuff. So there's lots that I will still do. And once I've covered it with lots of nice foliage and stuff, I think I can make it look good. But for now, obviously, it just looks bizarre. I'm going to leave you on a nice shot of our penguins, I think, from maybe down in the viewing area. There we go. Lovely. So let's just leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. Please do give me some feedback on what you think about the aviary. So I'm recording this episode, where are we today? Wednesday afternoon. I just got in from work, had a bit of time, so I managed to get an episode recorded. I won't be recording again, I don't think, until Saturday. So we'll see when. There's going to be a slight gap in recordings, I think, but yeah, we'll see what you think, and I will continue accordingly. But there we go. Let's leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time. If you have, you could hit the like button for me. That would be fantastic. And please do leave me a comment down below. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.